Jai Ho students, I am Ratnakar Suryavanshi from SK Public School. In the last class, we have learnt about the unification of Germany. Mainly, we have learnt about Otto and Bismarck and the Prussian King, Kaiser William I. About them also we have learnt in that. I mean, overall, for 3 marks, whatever we required about all those things we have learnt. So today, we will take up another nation states unification, that is the unification of Italy. About this, we will learn today. See, like Germany, Italy too had a political fragmentation. I mean, Italy also divided into various states or various dynasties and various empires like Germany. I mean, it was ruled by various states, various dynasties or various dynastic states and one multinational empire. For example, say Italian speakers or Italians were divided into several dynastic states as well as a multinational empire. One multinational empire, that is Habsburg Empire. And during mid 19th century, Italy was divided into 7 states. During mid 19th century, Italy was divided into 7 states, and out of these 7 states, only one state was ruled by Italian princely house. And that only one state which was ruled by Italian princely house, that was Sardinia Piedmont. Which one that is? That was Sardinia Piedmont. And the northern part of Italy was ruled by Austrian Habsburg Empire or Austrian Habsburg, and the central part of Italy was ruled by Pope. Pope means you know that the religious head of Christianity, and that Pope ruled the central part of Italy. Southern part, I mean the southern regions of Italy were under the control or under the domination of Bourbon kings of Spain. Bourbon kings of Spain ruled the southern part or southern regions of Italy. This way, Italy was divided into 7 states. And at this time, I mean during mid 19th century, even the Italian language hadn't acquired one common form. It did not have one common form, which means Italian language had regional and local variations at that time. And during the 1830s, Giuseppe Mazzini tried to unify the Italy, tried to unite the Italy. And to unite the Italy, Giuseppe Mazzini had set up or he had established or formed one secret society, that is Young Italy. Young Italy, it is a secret society established or formed by Giuseppe Mazzini for the unification of Italy during the time of 1830s. Actually 1831 it is. But what happened? He did not get success in the unification of Italy. Giuseppe Mazzini, a revolutionary fighter for the unification of Italy, did not get success in the unification of Italy. And see, even after this, in 1848 also, we have learned the revolution of the liberals. So in 1848, the liberals also fought. Liberals also tried to unify the Italy, but they too did not get success. So the failures of the revolutionary uprisings of both 1831 and 1848, the failures of the both revolutionary uprisings of 1831 and 1848 created a situation that someone had to be the leader for the unification of Italy. So when both the revolutionary uprisings failed, then the responsibility was fell on Italian princely house. I mean only one state. That state was Sardinia Piedmont. When these revolutionary movements failed to unite Italy, at that time the whole whole responsibility fell on the Sardinia Piedmont state under its king called Victor Emmanuel II. Victor Emmanuel II took the leadership now to unite the Italian states through war. But to be the leader for the unification of Italy, Victor Emmanuel II had 2 important reasons. One is that if he had united Italy, he could have expect, or he could expect the possibility of economic development. One reason he had that the possibility of economic development of Italian states. This is one. Second one, he wanted to have a political dominance over the whole Italy. He wanted to dominate whole Italy. Because of these two reasons, he took the leadership for the unification of Italy. Then, Sardinia Piedmont's chief minister, Count di Camillo Cavour. Count Camillo di Cavour, he too played very important role, because being a chief minister of Sardinia Piedmont state, Count Cavour took the leadership of the unification of Italy. The moment of the unification of the Italy got the leadership of Count Cavour, the chief minister of Sardinia Piedmont region. He was expert in French language comparing to the Italian. And important point, Count Cavour was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat, but he took the leadership for the unification of Italy, and he entered a tactful alliance, a tactful treaty or agreement with France. With France, he entered a tactful or technical agreement, alliance or treaty, and then declared a war against Austrian forces in 1859. In 1859, Count Cavour established or declared a war against Austrian forces, and in this, Sardinia Piedmont got victory under the leadership of Count Cavour. And except this is a regular army, correct? Except a regular army, there is a group of volunteers joined under the leadership of Giuseppe Garibaldi. Under his leadership, armed volunteers joined this fray, joined this war. They moved to the south. Of Italy, and there they took the support of local peasants to throw out the Bourbon kings from the southern part of Italy and the two Sicilies states. They got success. Giuseppe Garibaldi got success in this, to drive out the Bourbon kings of Spain from the southern part of Italy. In this way, all the states of Italy were united. And finally, in 1861, Victor Emmanuel II, the king of Sardinia Piedmont state, declared or proclaimed as an emperor, as a king of Italy. In this way, Italy was united. Mainly 3 or 4 important characters here we can learn. One is of Victor Emmanuel II, and then we learned about Count Cavour, and third one Giuseppe Garibaldi, and before this we have learned about Giuseppe Mazzini also. So these were the 3-4 important characters which had played very important role in the unification of Italy. And as I told you, in 1861, Victor Emmanuel II proclaimed as a king or an emperor of United Italy. And then, see, important point, as most of the population of Italy was illiterate, they did not have an ideology about liberalism or the liberal nationalism. They did not have any idea about this. And the peasants who supported Giuseppe Garibaldi in the southern part of Italy to throw out the Bourbon family kings of Spain from the southern part of Italy, those peasants were completely illiterate and they did not know about the word called Italy only. Instead of hearing Italy, they heard La Talia. La Talia means it was the name of the wife of Victor Emmanuel II. Victor Emmanuel II's wife's name was La Talia. Instead of Italy, they heard La Talia. I mean, they did not have any idea about the liberal nationalist movement, about the unification movement of Italy. So this is the overall concept of the unification of Italy. Thank you. Jai Hind.